Hamas militants were among those who raided an army post on Gaza's border on Sunday. In the dawn light, they burst out of a tunnel and surprised a slumbering tank crew. The attackers killed 2 soldiers and led away 19-year-old Gilad Shalit. When you see the pictures of his pale, bespectacled face on television, it is easy to believe that he is, as he is described, shy, bright, and gifted for math. He is every Israeli's kid next door. And now they are watching him live their nightmare. He is somewhere in the depths of Gaza in the hands of their most formidable enemy. The BBC portrays the image of Arab child killers as real-life devils emerging from an underground tunnel, murdering kids who are drowsy and have freckles on their faces, a ploy to link Israeli soldiers with European, not Semitic Arab peoples. We are not told that these kids had fired thousands of shells into Gaza while they were awake, scanning the horizon for any moving target. Of the 9,000 Palestinian detainees, a large proportion are civilians. Many have a knack for math. Many are quiet and intelligent. And many are pale or worse as a result of torture that has been sanctioned. A significant few are even younger than Gilad. Their families have experienced the horror of Israeli captivity, which can last anywhere from a few days, like the tank crew corporal, to up to 20 years. There are 300 real Palestinian kids next door, under the age of 18, rotting in Israeli jails, and hundreds more who have been blinded and disabled by Israeli live bullets for resisting the occupation. For Israelis, the Israeli nightmare occurs with $20,000 USD per capita income, with electrical appliances lighting up the house, swimming pools to lounge around, and beaches to distract themselves from the nightmare of a single Israeli soldier, who, we are told by the BBC, is in great danger from the kid-killing Palestinian militants. The BBC, writing without irony or guilt, fails to mention the living misery of 1.4 million Gaza residents who are without water, sewerage, or power and are subjected to daily artillery and missile barrages. It is easy to see how the BBC has incorporated the racist Zionist idea that one Israeli life is worth more than 1.4 million Palestinians, or that the psychological anguish of Israeli television viewers is more important than the hundreds of thousands of Palestinian families facing physical extermination. Let it be noted that the BBC's apology for Israeli terror is no worse than the misinformation that passes for journalism in the rest of the prestigious mainstream publications in the United States. What is noticeable about the media's coverage of Israeli aggression is the extent to which it justifies and legitimizes the most atrocious actions using crass images and pompous verbiage. Neither the Pope, nor Kofi Annan, nor any other important government official, except the Swiss foreign minister, has expressed outrage at this crime against humanity. Thus speaks to the dominance of Israeli lobbies both domestically and internationally. When Mussolini invaded Ethiopia, the League of Nations wrung its hands and did nothing. When Hitler invaded Czechoslovakia, some Westerners demanded appeasement but did nothing. When Israel rapes Gaza, Washington and the EU encouraged them. Since Israel is the aggressor and the Jewish lobby is deeply engaged and the mass media is flashing the face of the lone Israeli military captive, the US peace movement is virtually dead to the Palestinians' nightmare. This is even though, as activists, most are aware of the fallibility of the major media and regularly rely on the internet for reportage closer to the truth.